Today is a super exciting day. It's a day that I've been waiting for since last year, and it's the day that I show you finally my book. It's not a secret that I was working on a book. I talked about it in January. As you can tell, this is in Italian because the title is called La Casa dei Sogni, but I did also write it in English, as I said, and it is for sale, that as well, right now, and it's called Dream House. If you're curious about the prices, we kept it pretty low. This in Italy is less than 10 euros and it's kind of like a standard price, but if you get it online, it's a lot cheaper. It has a thick cover and it has kind of like a double cover actually, because you can remove this plastic one and you get the other one underneath. The protagonist of my book, it's called Amethyst. She stumbles across this beautiful house that is everything she's ever dreamt of, and she has this strange feeling about it. Suddenly, a couple opens the door and invites her in, and her journey begins. It's a mix of horror, dreams, psychological events, all put together. Now I have a lot of questions coming from you, so I'm gonna do my best to try and answer to all of them. Well, not all of them, but you know, the main ones. So let's just get started. Would you consider doing a sequel to this book, or would you like to write a totally different book to explore other ideas? I'm happy with the way I ended this book, so I wouldn't touch it. I would rather start again with something new, a different concept. I want to become a writer myself, but I never know what to write about. Do you have any advice on how to start writing about something? As a young child, I would get those goggles and like spy on my neighbors and invent horror stories about them. I don't know, it sounds kind of strange, but I agree, it's not always easy to write stories. My suggestion is to just write short stories instead of just wanting to write a real book first. Just try with different ideas and concepts, see what you are more attracted to, and then eventually something great will come out of all of your work. Did you have any help writing the book? No, I did not. I submitted my entire story to an editor that was provided by the publisher. He did not change anything about my story. He was just there to provide me with the point of view of a future eventual reader. So this means that he was there to kind of help me point out what wasn't working in the story, what I had to fix, and it was up to me to fix it out, but his suggestions were absolutely great. And also he did check my grammar, so that's a huge help. I've always dreamed of becoming a writer, so I want to know, how do you find the right publisher for your book? I did some research on internet. I realized that Newton Compton was the main one in Italy that would publish horror books, so I was drawn to them. I did some research on them and then I contacted them. That was it. I can't lie, it was easier for me because of course I am popular on the internet, so they kind of knew who I was, but it doesn't change the fact that I still put myself out there. I didn't accept any of the offers that were given to me before because I wanted to find the right publisher. So hopefully if you have your manuscript, you can submit it to different ones that you would like to work with and someone will reply you back. Did you ever have insecurities while writing your book, and if so, how did you manage to deal with it? I had lots of insecurities, I still do. Although I'm in love with my story and I'm very proud of coming up with this story, I'm putting out something that came from my brain, and maybe it's terrible, maybe the reviews are gonna destroy me. It's always good to have some kind of feedback from other people just to make you understand if it's just you or if it is actually something. You know what I'm trying to say here? When you started writing, did you have all of the thoughts in your mind, or did you come up with more as the time went by? I definitely did not have the whole story figured out. I only knew certain parts, how I wanted it to end, how I wanted it to like some characters develop, but all the events that happened in the book came with later ideas that I had. What page or chapter is the most interesting one, Marzia? My favorite is the 21st day. It's the one that I had most fun writing, the one that I was really looking forward to, and the one that every time I read it, how many times did you rewrite the first page? I don't think I rewrote it too many times, but it's definitely the ones that I adjusted the most. As you write the story, it takes some shape and you want it to make sense in the beginning. You want to like enrich it as much as you can. Are you doing a book signing? Considering my social anxiety, I just don't think I could handle it. I think I would just start shaking, go in a corner and cry and let all the people down. So I don't want to risk it. How did you come up with the idea for the title? The title was one of the hardest parts because obviously you wanted to have a certain meaning behind it. I just put down a title in the very beginning knowing that I would change it. I was so sure about it, but by the end of the book, I was like, this title is perfect. What it's like to publish a book and know thousands and even millions of people will be reading it. I'm scared of it. It's a weird feeling, but I'm mostly very happy. Do you know in which countries will it be released or in which bookstores in England? Hopefully it will be sold internationally everywhere, but I can't say that for sure. It depends if people are interested on buying it or not. So, finger crossed. But now I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna go as well because I have to get ready. I have an appointment today. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna watch Orange is the New Black. But yeah, that's about it for today. I hope you enjoyed and I will see you very soon. Bye!
Thanks for watching.